And howdy diddy, here we are. It's Tuesday, it's 5:30-ish, heavy on the ish, but we're here. Oh, hold on. We're here.
Yep, we're here.
We made it. We survived the Air 3 release.
Yes, I had to do a quick restart because it was doing weird things.
Your computer's doing weird things. Shocking.
It is what it is.
It's never done that before. It's so unusual for you.
Yes, we are surviving the release.
Yeah. Flies on ground first in the chat today. TJ, who? Yellow Rose, East Coast, and Sunrise.
Hey, Fly Zone's back. Hey, how you doing?
And here we go. Dad, who's not buying the drone. Howdy. As I told Dad about 2 weeks ago, I give it about a month. It's going to be about 2 weeks that he's looking at it. Then there's a week justifying to buy it. And then there's about a week delivery time.
I was already grinding through the process in my head today.
So it might be 2 weeks.
It's a grind. It's
we're going to be talking about the Holy Stone tonight. Let's talk about the Holy Stone. What do we know about the Holy Stone? What the Spidey?
The Spidey.
Let's talk about the Spidey. Get your Spidey senses going.
Okay, the truth about the Spidey, because I'm grinding through. I actually flew it again today, and I've given it a lot of my time and effort because it has promise. Okay, the Spidey is $159. It's probably not something I would buy that's not on sale for sure. But I think I'm going to do this with this drone. I think I'm going to do a range test on it because I have yet to see any breakup on any of my flights. So it has that. I told you it has the fake. It has the fake N1.
For the newcomers to the channel,
that's Spidey.
That random doing the range test, aka Dad random hikes to retrieve lost drone.
Told you it's got the fake.
We usually get 2 videos out of that. The one video where he flies the drone, and the second video where he goes hiking out in the boondocks trying to find the blessed thing.
I told you it's the fake N1.
Your impeccable sense of direction.
Okay, if I was holding this like this, and I said, "What controller am I holding?" What would you tell me?
It's the wrong color. It's the wrong color.
All right. Maybe my camera sucks ass.
Again, it's the wrong one. Is the right color, and the other one's the wrong color.
They are freaking the same mold, guys. They are the same freaking mold. I mean, they basically took these and dipped them in freaking whatever the hell they dip them in.
It did. I mean, dip them. They used a 3D scanner.
This one actually is more cool because it's got a freaking screen on it. Why the hell they didn't put a screen on this one instead of 3 dots, 4 dots?
China doesn't litigate copyright.
You're right.
You want to get a Chinese clone of a product, send it to China to be manufactured.
It freaking holds your phone.
It's guaranteed to beat you to the market.
my big beef about any of these toy quads. This one's a lot lighter too. This one, like the batteries. This has got more batteries. This thing's got, you know, a substandard battery, but yeah, this thing, the connectivity has been great. So I can't complain. I mean, I can fly the crap out of this. Okay, the only thing that I can't do with this is I can't get it to do a couple of things that it says it can do. And I'll show you that in the video. I mean, but one is I can't get it to circle me, which is, you'd think that would be the easiest thing you could get it to do. And it's supposed to have a tracking, like a draw-on tracking. You could draw a little box.
Well, maybe you need to select a smaller object for it to orbit around.
Like an entire park. But anyway, I mean,
No,
like
I mean a smaller. I mean, you know.
If you review any toy drones, this is the one thing that you're not going to do right here. You're not going to stick it in the freaking controller. This one, you can trust it. And so it's got a couple things going for it. It ain't no $300 drone. It's not even a $200 drone until they get that fixed.
Wow.
And it's not. They're trying to fire sale it right now for $159. But it's definitely worth that. It's got the 1/2.3 inch sensor in it too. It's got the DJI, cast offs.
$160. You buy it for a 14-year-old. He either likes it or you don't. You're not out a shit ton of money.
Can a 14-year-old get in trouble with that one? Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can put that sucker on freaking expert mode and you can go.
Yeah. And we all know Sunrise Water Media and his love of the Potenzic Atom, aka the recycled drone. We're gonna rename his channel into Dumpster Diva.
I would say between that and the Potenzic Atom, they equal out in certain ways. The Potenzic Atom has issues with flying, but it has a better camera because it's EIS.
So, did you get all the Air 3 stuff out of your system earlier on your live stream, or do we have to revisit all that?
I want to know what you think about it from what you've seen, because...
Well, I'll tell you how much I've seen is exactly nothing. I had an incredibly busy day at work today. You know, some of us have to do that 9-to-5 thing. And I had not had a chance. After I got home, I watched the one official release video from DJI, which was about as worthless as tits on a nun.
Maybe I should look at that one.
I don't see anything in that drone we knew everything about this thing before it ever went live. So,
and that's a key right there. That's a key to everybody that is wanting to buy this. You already know it. You already know what it's going to do. All you got to do is look at the Mavic or the Mavic 3 Pro videos, and you'll get the two cameras. And the flight time, it's lighter, so it's going to fly further. It probably has the same. Did you check the battery, the mAh value on the battery? That would be interesting to change between the Mavic 3 and that, just to get an idea of where the weight difference, it has to have a slightly lower mAh value. Here, we'll both look that up. I think that's definitely worth exploring real quick. To me, the controller, all they did was slap a couple of freaking antennas on it.
No, capacity 4,241 milliamp hours.
4,201?
41. Which, 40. That's a strictly mathematic figure.
Right.
So 80 minutes
42.
charge time, 60 was a 100-watt USB-C power adapter. Good luck finding one of those. I mean, there's a couple USB power adapters out there that say to put out 100-watt. I haven't seen one that actually does it yet. And yeah, OcuSync 4.0. Great point. We have OcuSync 4.0. You know what that means?
Nothing.
It's not compatible with the Goggles 2 or the Goggles Integra.
Yes,
Boom.
that's for sure. That is a for sure. That is a for sure fact about OcuSync 4.0. I think OcuSync is at this point is turned into a gimmick at best, because we've already seen these things do things that we dreamt about way back, years ago.
Yeah.
They fly far. They're stable. They keep a really good stable signal. So
there's a lot of talk about OcuSync 4.0, and I think Matt's Tech about summed it up. OcuSync 4.0 is an evolution and a chipset out of necessity, because chips that they've been using are no longer available to them, or either are no longer available or no longer available to them because they got put on the, what was that list they got put on?
The "We Love You a Lot" list.
Yeah, yeah, whatever.
I just put the battery specs up for the Mavic 3 Pro, or whatever, the Mavic 3, which shouldn't surprise you.
Integra 2, anyone? Yeah. All right, and a quick hello to Chuck and Lambo. Lambo drives Lambo.
Pacific Gold.
So, yeah, 03 is enough. Everybody hears 04, and the FPV guys are, going out of their freaking mind. They just got the 03 system, and now the 04. Well, that doesn't really mean nothing. Oh, the OcuSync 4 at this point does not mean nothing to the FPV folks, unless, what do we have here?
Just battery specs. That's the Mavic 3 is the 5,000 mAh.
Yeah.
That just as comparable. So 4,200 and 5,000. You equal out their weight in grams, and then you do the math there, and you get two drones that can fly about the same distance.
Yeah.
So the big, I would like to know if it can.
What's the weight on that one?
The weight of the battery.
Yeah.
Doesn't give us the weight in this specific. I just searched quick, but this one claims 46 minutes too. So it's the same exact flight specs with the battery weight, 77
Now, what I
watt
found
hours.
interesting, there was something about recovery mode that I heard in one of the specs. There's some sort of power recovery thingy in the Air 3.
Don't know.
I guess when the prop spin down, it creates power that goes back into the battery. I mean, that would be one hell of an ESC to pull that one off.
Right. It would be really interesting if it really made a difference too, because
that would be an interesting tech. I mean, that's a lot of your electric cars,
right,
rely on that to extend the range. Every time you slow it down, it actually makes it create power that goes back in the battery.
The electric bikes do the same thing. There's a lot. The good electric bikes
do the same thing. There's probably the one wheelers are doing the same thing. Anything electric power and transportation.
I was just going to see if I can find that weight there. And where's the battery? Camera, telecamera, gimbal, sensing, transmission, battery. Weight is 335 grams.
To the 267 on the Air 3. So that's how many milliamp hours per gram? 4241. Okay, how much does that thing weigh?
The
335.
battery is 335. Almost 336.
Well, then the Air 3 battery packs more punch.
Which is what they claim.
Yeah.
That's their claim. That's the claim, is that so an interesting set of Mavic 3 batteries are $150 is what I saw.
Yeah. Mavic 3 batteries.
Oh, no, Mavic 3 batteries are $200. Yeah, and that's what they're saying. Air 3 are 150. They're $50 cheaper. But they're also $50 cheaper to manufacture, probably. So that's all in line with their. He says 2.7 vertical shooting. That's not comparable to the spinning vertical camera of the Mini. As Lambo. Yeah,
Hey, Michael, Tex Armstrong guy. Yeah, well, I got to remind myself after the stream, I'm going to have to go on Facebook and mark myself safe from the Air 3 release for the day. I've already seen some memes popping up out there.
I want to look at the classic, because you made a very important comment about this is the death of the classic. This should be
the standard. The standard. So you
right,
have the Mavic 3, then you have the Mavic 3 Classic, and then you have the Mavic 3 Pro. The Mavic 3, the first one, it's done. It's out. I mean, they already discontinued that.
Right. Isn't that crazy? So here's the classic. Here's the classic. I think this is worth looking at, because this one should be dead too, because it's $1,500 for just the standard, but it does have the 4/3 CMOS.
So how much is the Mavic 3 Pro?
About 20. It's 21 or almost 22. No, $2,200.
With DJI
with the RC? With the RC.
Well, that's N1. So scroll down a little bit to where you get the DJI RC.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, there we go.
RC 1749.
Okay, and then the Pro was the DJI RC is $2,200, and that's basically buying you the telelens that Chuck says is more of a gimmick than anything else.
Yeah, the second lens on the new Air 3 is a waste of it. You won't use the telephoto. You're not going to telephoto on anything, because it'll be grainy garbage, and it's not really that good just in its standard format. It is a 1/3, but it's not. And I don't know what they do to it when you zoom it, but it completely takes away the depth, the bit depth. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. The only person to put up examples was Dobo. I mean, that I probably that are probably real because he does so much photography. And of course, I've seen all of his posts. I knew when he was posting all those shorts that those were all Air 3 posts. He doesn't just go out and fly anything unless he's doing it for work. So he wouldn't be posting Mavic 3 vertical videos, even though you could do it. You just crop them. Most people don't
Well,
understand.
I'm looking at DJI website, and for the Mavic 3, they don't offer the drone anymore as such. They only offer the drone for the Mavic 3 Classic and the Mavic 3 Pro.
Right.
And
Yep,
the Classic is single camera on it, right? Yeah.
right. But it's the 4.3. So if you're gonna be serious and you want to take really good with, I believe it has a mechanical or a adjustable aperture in it. Let's see if it's
Either or. The Air 3 doesn't do nothing for me. I have the Air 2S, and it does everything I need it to do.
It'll do everything that this thing does.
So, matter of fact, I took it out last weekend where I had the chance to go to a privately owned exotic ranch out in the Texas Hill Country. Just to give you an idea, the place was 2,800 acres, and they were housing 65 different species of animals on that place.
So you got to fly your drone.
And I got to fly my drone out there.
Nice.
And I will be going back there to fly it.
Very cool.
And I did find out, and you're not going to like me about this, but I did find out I needed to spend a little money and get the case.
That's a good case. I mean, if you're gonna fly, I'm not gonna put it in there because it's too freaking heavy.
I can't believe
Nice.
This case on Amazon, $70.
Yeah, it's all cut out already, and
it has the tray in it to where you can have stuff underneath.
Oh, nice.
So
it pulls right out.
It's got the dual layer in there.
Yeah, those things are over $100, like 150, 130.
We were driving around in a Jeep and bouncing around in that Jeep. Did not do anything for the drone, guaranteed. And the compact bag is great for travel, but when you're in a situation where you're out on the freaking field and you need to get that thing in and out in a hurry,
right,
that bag is not
right. It's not going to protect the top. I mean, if you're going to pile stuff on top of it, you're going to throw it in the back of something. Yes, I would definitely have a rugged case. Because just the smallest freaking, you get something heavy that pokes through and it hits one of the, the prop arms or something and bends one of your props. To me, it's the bending of the props.
You got room for 6 batteries in this thing. One on a drone, 5 compartments for batteries. Got the room for the RC Pro, which was important to me. And then, get your wires and shit in there. You got room for your landing pad underneath.
Right.
It's a total. I'm thoroughly impressed by that case. And I will do at least a short on it because I think for the money, yeah, it's a no-brainer. And I did get another package too, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
Oh, so you're holding back on that
I
one.
just had to tease that back out there a little bit.
You're going to hold back on that one.
So, let me do this here real quick. Come on.
There we go. I love my new light. That freaking light that I've got. Did you see that? Check the difference. There you go. That's just plain old backlight and natural light. There's the artificial light kicking in. Look at how it lights up the back. It's freaking awesome.
So why does this not want?
While Kai's doing that, let me show you this. Let me show you this light. All right. Let's see if I can get the back. You can see me sneeze. Oh, you can see it right there.
Why
not? Right there. There's the back. There's that. That's really nice. It's battery. You can throw a couple batteries in that thing and it can go off AC. Well, I'd never stick batteries in it, but that's a fun light, man. Touch up my appearance. Let's do that. Oh, does that make me look more beautiful? Right there, watch it. Do you see how my skin just smooths out?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Been watching the Barbie movie one too many times?
I have not, but I'm gonna. I hear it's pretty good. I hear it's got some good humor in it. So
I understand it's not a kid a flick for kids. It's more some for
right.
adults.
My daughter told me we have to go see it. If she thinks it's funny, she knows my humor. So but
I mean,
okay. Are we going to do any Action 4 stuff? There's not really much more that we know about that.
I'm gonna share a couple of pictures here from the weekend.
Oh yeah, do some math. You were searching. Hey, meerkats.
No, lemurs.
What are they? Oh, lemurs. Oops, sorry. What's the difference between a lemur and a meerkat?
They had freaking every freaking species out there. There's some good eating right there.
Are those gazelles? It's got to have some other name.
I'm not sure exactly what these are. She told us what it is, but
yeah, it's got a gazelle or gazelles are. I think. Oh yeah, those are pretty. Look at that. Look at that freaking bighorn back there.
Whew. Yep, there were 3 of them. I mean, there we go.
Wow.
White buffalo.
You gotta know, like Ted Nugent to understand here.
Those are white buffalo.
It's the great white buffalo. Look it up on Spotify.
They had some young'uns in there too. You see them back here? There's some young'uns in there.
Akarisho popped in, I think. I believe that lemurs are primates and meerkats aren't. Thank you.
Fast forward here a bit.
Got to get to the freaking. I want to see the big cats. They got big cats on there.
So, can you make that out?
Looks like a wildebeest, huh?
Yep. They have a herd. There's another one right here.
You got to feed the tigers with something, or the lions.
And no, they did not have any cats.
No big cats. That's pretty impressive to have all those. They're a hell of a lot easier to manage a herd of species that don't eat other species.
These deer will sit in that pond with nothing but the head sticking out during the heat of the day.
It's what I did yesterday.
And here is your spirit animal. Or let me make it a little bigger. This is a zadonk. Half zebra, half donkey. Look at the legs. Got the zebra striped legs. And it's got some striping in the body too. But it's mostly, the dark gray color.
That the donk.
It almost looks like, sort of a tiger shark, all gray, but these little stripes on it. Yeah. So it was quite the experience there. But there's wait, you can see the stripes here a little better. See the striping here?
Oh yeah. Oh, I see it in the body right there.
See it in the face a little here now too.
Yeah.
But yeah. And of course there were zebras there.
Zadonk kadonk.
Yeah. We have the zebras. I mean, we get there and the first thing we see is zebras running across the path in front of us.
Wouldn't that just blow your mind? You're just walking along or driving along and there you go, a zebra runs across.
Well, actually, I'm somewhat accustomed to zebras in Texas at this point.
Oh yeah.
I used to drive past the place. It was a prominent car dealer here in San Antonio. That his retirement project was having a wildlife preserve. And I drove past this place every day on the way to work. So he always had antelopes and zebras out in the pasture, toward the highway.
Is that what you do when you're trying to figure out what to do with that extra 10 acres?
Yep. There
Like,
you
I'm
go.
going to turn into a wildlife preserve and get agricultural deferments.
See how this one is missing the tail? This one right here. One on the left.
Yeah.
Froze it off in the big freeze here 2 years ago.
Ooh.
Literally froze off. Never grew back.
Can't imagine they have that freezing problem in the wild. But they are no different than, say, wild horses, So they can handle the weather. Their tail can't.
There are some water buffalo.
Water buffalo, or is it? You got all these names of crossover species like yaks. The yak would have like long hair, right?
Yeah. And then we got this little guy.
Oh yeah.
And he's not just a longhorn. He is a what? Hobby, whatever they call that beast.
Oh, he's yeah.
He's half longhorn and half whatever that thing is.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. There's a ranch there that when I lived in Arizona, that there was a guy that pretty wealthy person that owns a big old company that was from that, and he used to raise the beef and Texas, and he has a ranch in Texas, but I think it's up by Dallas somewhere, by San Antonio somewhere, east, south, and east, like in the hill country.
Yeah. You see him there in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Big old elk. And he was big too.
I call it dinner. Wildebeest?
Look at this guy. White stag. absolutely magnificent animal.
Isn't that amazing that those things used to be like prized and wild, you know?
Oh, they're still prized.
Arizona drone dude. What part of Arizona I live in? I lived in Page, of all places. I lived there for about 8 years. If you know and understand living in northern Arizona, basically it's the middle of nowhere, and you have to pretty much do everything without getting much help. So that's why I can build and do all those things that I do. Help a great place for a farmer to retire. Yeah, Page has some nice weather. It was really nice living there. I enjoyed it. Spent a lot of time on the lake. Let's see, who's printer working? Uh-oh. Yeah, somebody hear a printer going? Is your printer going, Kai?
No, it's probably my mouse that they're hearing.
Oh. What's your mouse doing? Does it make printing sounds? Oh.
That's what I call dinner. There's a place here in San Antonio every
Wow.
Wednesday night, smoked Texas barbecue on Redland Road. Does
Oh, it's
this
so good.
ribeye dinner special, $18.99 a plate, and it's worth it.
It looks very good. If there was a place like that here, I would definitely have eaten there. I would probably I'd make a I would probably have to cut that meal in half right now. I'm eating half rations, trying to get some weight down.
So, I mean, if any, a steak dinner for $19 is just
It's unheard of.
it's hard to find. So this
I think it looks great. I think that potato they throw
all in
you.
the background getting through a noise gate or something. Sunrise, that's not anything on our end. That's your tinnitus.
I still haven't flown. I still haven't flown my other toy drone. I got sitting there. I got one sitting in a box right now. Anybody? You got a box? I'm not worried about my box. I want to. I want to see what you got. You got.
You want to see what I've got in the box?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got 5 boxes. 4
$5.
little ones that say Emacs on it.
Oh wow.
And this is
Are those the same motors that?
2306 1900 kV.
Are those the same ones that we bought?
Nope. We
What are
bought 2204s.
2204s? Yeah. So those are.
These are 2306.
What are you sticking on those? And then you got the Speedy Bee.
This is the Speedy B M5 Master 5 V2.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me about that. That's kind of a cool frame. Check that out. It's got all the TPU parts already freaking designed for it.
So let me put it.
And is that a 3.5-inch frame?
No, this is 5-inch frame.
Oh, it's okay. I can't tell. I can't remember. Oh yeah, okay. That's a pretty good sized body right there.
So
Package nice. Very nice. And it looks like it has pretty much all different configurations there for you could put an all-in-one on there. And
the frame is said to be to where props are out of frame. So
you'll find that one out soon.
yep. But yeah, this is my next little build project. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to stick an O3 unit in this thing, or if I'm going to buy
Walksnail Pro. Huh? I would stay true to your creed. Unless you're going to sell it, like sell it outright when you're done with it. That would be maybe the only reason why I might put a DJI unit. Well, you do have your V2s.
No, I do not. Well, I
Your
got the
goggles.
goggles. Yeah,
You got goggles too, don't you?
I got the V2 goggles. I don't have the goggles too. I have the Integras, and I sold the Integras.
Well, I've been trying to sell my Integras forever, and I can't get rid of them. Nobody wants them.
Because everybody figures out that they're flawed.
Well, and no, people are afraid of the GPS in them. They're like, "That's got a GPS in it. That means that the government's following me."
Please.
They're afraid. Does that have GPS in it? I'm gonna end up just flying with them. Unless I $50 Lambo. 50 bucks
I'll
will
be
say
I'll
it
be
is.
a buddy. I'll be a buddy. I'll give you 55. No, I sold the Integras because too many things about them drove me up the walls. Now, and here we go again. Here's another freaking face mask available at Pyrodrome
Oh,
that actually looks pretty promising. But I'm not. I've spent enough money on freaking face masks for that thing, and nothing really ever worked. And it just got to the point where I'm like, I'm not gonna throw any more money after bat.
oh, there it is right there. It's a foam. It's 13 bucks. It says it's out of stock already.
Yeah, well, which foam is it?
It says sponge foam.
Straps and foams. There we go. Yeah,
Sponge foam. Let's see here. I was gonna look. Yeah,
there it is. No, this is the
$13.99.
iFlight. This is the iFlight one. This is not the one
Oh,
we're hunting for.
okay. They have another one in here, huh?
Yep, there is another one
All right. They give you alternatives when you click on it.
that actually has a complete cutout for the nose.
Here's another one. Comfy foam. No, this is V2 for the V2s. They have one that's a comfy foam, but I don't think it pops out for, well, I don't know. It does pop out a little bit. And it does have the nose cut out.
Yeah. So this, okay.
Well, it should be the same. They should
This
fit,
one
right?
right here,
Yeah.
they bring that in. They took this down to get your eyes back closer to it because the iFlight foam put the goggles too far away from your eyes because they were too thick up there. And then they beefed this up down here to get the bottom up.
Right. I see that right on the bottom there.
And then the nose piece just goes over the top of the nose and doesn't cover the nose.
Right. It just gives it just enough just that nice foam. Cause you get that ridge over your nose,
Yeah. So
looking. I've got to buy all this bike
and that
stuff right
one
now.
is $12.50 and it actually is available. So
Yeah, $12.50 and available. And that will fit both of them.
So yeah, no, if you're looking for Air 3 bars, yeah, you're at the wrong place. Acurasa was safe because they sold out at Best Buy.
This live stream is going soft.
Well, We
Hey,
ran out of blue pills. Sorry.
that's what she said. Yeah, I had to get that one in. We're going in soft padding for the face mask.
Yeah. Soft and foamy.
And Sean, I understand. It is not outside of the realm of pirate jokes. Okay, everybody has to have pirate jokes.
Har, har, har.
Yep. Better to laugh than to ignore our issues.
Well, you heard about the two Texans gone to hell, right? The devil greets them, and they're fairly nonchalant about everything, and devil goes like, "Hot enough for you?" And they go, "We're from Texas. We're used to this." Devil says, "Okay." He goes back, cranks up the thermostat, 1,000 degrees. He finds the two Texans again. They're having a barbecue. And he goes like, "What gives?" "Well, it's 4th of July. We're used to this kind of heat." "Okay." Well, devil goes back to thermostat, cranks that thing all the way down. Hell freezes over. He finds the Texans again. They are just happy as can be at this point. Devil goes like, "What gives?" "Well, hell froze over. The Cowboys won the Super Bowl."
And that is now. I would say if they said the Texans,
They were from Dallas.
The Texans won the Super Bowl, that would be like hell freezing over. That would be absolute.
Well, I guess you couldn't go by any. You insert your favorite team here.
Oh man, I I have to.
You have to fiddle.
Yeah, I got to fiddle. I have when I have brainstorms, I got to check stuff out. Oh, we started looking
I
at the
hate to
mask
say it, but you don't have brainstorms. Brain farts is probably a better term for that.
frame parts. Oh man. Hey, I'm saving. I've got this puppy saved for a good occasion.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
What's the occasion?
I'm gonna part out. I'm gonna part out a mini two.
Why are you parting out a mini too?
Well, I'm gonna get a mini two. I'm gonna part it in, not part it out. Mini twos are
The mini
freaking
two
like.
that you done on at least twice.
Well, you can do it as many times as you need to. If you need it, if
Okay. Well,
I think I did it more than twice. It's either that or a Mavic, a Mini 3, which is freaking still ridiculous, way more expensive than even human beings should be allowed to spend. The more I see all these other drones come out, the Mini 3 just looks more and more.
everything is bigger in Texas, but the brain farts are in Utah. So
Captain Sean. Did y'all put in your orders? See, Ben T shows up, and that's what comes out. I mean, he comes in late, and then he comes in hot. Ben T bought one. He just says, "You know what? It's just money. Hell with it. I'm just gonna throw it in."
that's where you say too late.
Uh,
So
yeah, it's
action four, your take. I'm interested, but I gotta see the price tag on it. But if the $3.99 tag holds true that I saw advertised for it, it'd be a whole lot cheaper than any GoPro product.
Yeah, I want to this is what sucks is it'll come out, it'll have really cool like specs, it'll probably make stuff invisible and the software package for it will be just amazing. But when you take video with it and you stick it up on YouTube, it'll look the same as all your other video that looks that you just put up on YouTube. I mean, I've been using, I told you, I've been using my Insta. I put a video up. I brought the Insta 360 One RS out. And I'm like, because it's got I forget what the sensor size in it. It's pretty big. And it freaking just lit up. It must be a 1/13. We gotta look, we're gonna look this up. But I'm like, wow, the video quality is just back again, you know. And the other thing it showed me is that how far we've gone from the Action 1. That the Osmo Action 1 is almost looks like shit when you put these other cameras up.
No.
So
I still have my Action 1, and
I still have mine too.
I will continue to use it.
It's a great
I did have my Action 2 with me out at that ranch. I was going to use it, and the blessed thing was stuck on some sort of quick shot thing, wouldn't record more than 30 seconds at the time. I'm like, you freaking piece of crap.
Oh, you must have had it on quick shots or quick.
Yeah, I was on the quick shots, and I, for the life of me, could not figure out how to get it off. Because I know you got to swipe the screen from somewhere. Well, I didn't know you had to swipe the screen from the smack dab middle of it. Yeah. That the Action 2 almost became monkey food.
Let's see, shooting modes, resolution, and frame rates.
Osmo Pocket was a 1-inch sensor.
The Osmo Pocket? No.
That's what that was. Sean wants an Osmo Pocket.
Oh, he wants an Osmo Pocket with a 1-inch. I think it's a 1/2.3. I think. I'm trying to figure out the 360 with the when the RS came out, they added a
All right, we gotta go. Dustin just showed up. Well, it's time. We're out of here.
Ben's here. We got to go.
No, Dustin. One vision aerial.
Oh. Anyway, I'll look up that on my own time.
Well, let's find out a few more things about the Action 4. There's some promising stuff coming out on that already. And I actually had it.
It's got to be. They got their problems solved from Action 3. Action 3 had a very short lifespan. I don't really know of anybody successfully using it and saying this is the greatest camera ever. Not that I asked a lot. I look a lot. But
what folder might all that stuff be in? Because I downloaded a couple of pictures on that on my phone. Does Twitter create its own folder? Nope. Workbench would be under downloads, but it's not. Well, anyway, somebody posted on Twitter a lot of specs about the Action 4, and it sounded pretty promising.
Yeah, I have a.
Is that Igor guy that?
Yeah, it's anyway. I gotta get going. It's that time.
That's
But
that time, huh?
it's that time, yeah.
Yeah,
It's that time.
we got some pictures.
Yep.
So
Well, yeah, all the magnet mounts, which is awesome. The mag mounts are big. That's if I could.
I kind of find funny how they blurred the 4 out or blurred out the 3.
Yeah, because look, it's the same damn front.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean's saying people are
Yeah,
getting tired of incremental upgrades. Yep.
batteries, lithium ion polymer, rechargeable battery. He had some marketing notes on that thing too. Yeah. Who cares? Well, we'll worry about the Air 2 next week. Oh, no. Action 4.
Action 4.
Yeah.
And that's actually interesting. And usually when a camera is interesting, I there's so many things I wish the Action 2 could do. It's so good and it's so handy. The audio is freaking just lights out. I wear it, and the best audio I was able to create in the wind is from that camera.
Well, you did okay with went on your last setup was your bike there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm using that. That's going to be the go-to because it's easy and it's already proven now that it can handle over 100 degrees. So that's just going to be better and better. That's just a camera I never used enough. I just put it aside and I just ignored it. And yeah, that's staying out. And then I'm actually using them both. And then I'm gonna bring the action module. And when it gets nicer out, when it's not as hot, I can just wear the module instead of. I actually am wearing both of them. I've got so I can get a giant heat sink. I'm actually hanging that thing from my shirt, going full speed with my freaking bike. The whole thing. And the magnet works great. So, all right. Anyway, yeah, get on check out Sean's channel.
Sean Addy is on after us. I don't know who else is. Tomorrow is gonna be Johnny Johnny Drone Flyer. And yeah. Travel plans. I sort of was loosely planning on the Ken Heron thing, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that one off.
Yeah, it's a whole other story. Well, if you have not watched the Ken Aaron flying the airplane one, that's great video. That's great work. I really enjoyed that.
Well, Ken Heron did one, and then Bartwell did one with them. So they worked in tandem on that one.
Yeah, I saw Bardwell, but I didn't see his video. So I've never been allowed to land,
but I didn't see Ken's video yet.
I've flown a Cessna like that, but I've never been given the opportunity to land it. Biggest problem is we were carrying 3 kids with us, or no, 2 kids. So there's no way they're going to let me freaking land a Cessna with kids in it. I wouldn't want my friend to allow me that power. So, all right, let's head out. Let's make like a baby and head out.
Oh yeah, something like that.
I've got a cruise. I've already been given notice. So
all right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Thank
if
you.
Can hit that thummy upward thingy there in the bottom. Make it look like we're doing something worthwhile.
And if you did not hear it today, they released the DJI Air 3.
Yeah, we got the DJI Air 3 up. So
Newsflash.
Yeah, y'all make sure to check it out. You know, get on DJI. We need to have to affiliate link. Shit, we don't have affiliate links. Okay, no link. Sorry, folks. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself.
Yes, go find yourself a great go to your favorite reviewer.
Okay, well, one last word of wisdom. If you're thinking about the Air 3, wait for about a week to 10 days. When the reviews come from the people that actually pay money for that thing.
Oh no, there's some. I would go to DM Productions right now and learn everything I need to know.
Yeah, but you know, 7 to 10 days from now, we're gonna have the reviews from the guys that actually paid for that thing, and things might slightly change at that point.
Yeah, you got to learn, man.
Even though those guys still need to justify their $1,600 purchase somehow. So.
Yeah, those guys. All right.
If you have an Air 2S now, there's no use for you to upgrade. If you have a Mavic 3 right now, there's no use for you to downgrade. If you have a
Mavic
Mini 3
Pro.
right now and you want a second camera, then the Air 3 might be for you.
Mavic 3 Pro.
I mean, Mavic 3
Best
Pro.
drone I've ever flown. Bar none. Best consumer drone out there. And I believe even to this day. All right. Gotta say goodbye.
Yep, y'all say goodbye. We'll see y'all next week. And until then, have fun. Be safe out there. Adios.